How you all doing?
Good, how are you guys doing?
Really
Pretty good.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
We escaped the coop and came to New York.
Laura, I'll start with you. Obviously playing real characters has its challenges. In terms of Tom, he has, mountains of research to draw from. I imagine less so for you. How do you approach the character?
I just put all my faith in the scripts, to be honest. I just know that, we know this woman existed. We know she was living in Florence at that time. But that's about as far as it goes. So it's a brilliant opportunity for David and I now to just build this character, and we can kind of take her anywhere. So, and it's not, we don't feel suffocated by fact and history, and so we can go to each other and say, why don't we take her in this direction? And there's an opportunity to say yes, let's do that.
Right.
So yeah, it's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
I have with Laura. You obviously, to kind of piggyback, you're playing obviously a historical figure. What do you like the most about her, or what do you dislike the most about her when you did your research?
There's so many mysteries with her. So many things that we don't know, I don't know, and you never quite know which string she's gonna, twang next, because
Twang. No, I like it. Twang's good.
yeah, she kind of, what I like about her is that she has so many sides to her personality that in any situation she can utilize any of those traits. Her intelligence, her sexuality, her passion, her loyalty. So I like the fact that in different situations she can turn the loyalty card and say, this is what I'm playing today, I'm being loyal to mine. Yeah.
I think your character is the most complex, interesting character, I would say, for me in the season. I think that's why we're lucky that hopefully if it just runs and runs, there's just so much depth there.
Yeah.
And in season 2 it's even more, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's really exciting. I kind of feel like this woman, something happened in her life 10 years previously to when you met her in season 1, which affected everything about who she is. And I think in that moment, there were two paths. What happened, and I feel like she would have taken the other path if this thing hadn't happened. But she was forced to start living the life that she's living now. And it goes against actually who she is. So she's had to learn that. And I think she was very closed and very shut off to emotion and love and all those different things. And what was interesting about season 1 was meeting Da Vinci. He opened a gate, which meant now she's completely conflicted because she's trying to avenge what happened and being really strong and almost quite, masculine. And then she meets this guy and she's like, oh my God. Starts thinking with her heart, which is dangerous for her. Yeah.
Do you think that's going to push the qualities of the kind of femme fatale she is a little bit more in the good path a little bit?
Yeah, like the second season, you see Lucretia put on the trousers and become someone who utilises her intelligence and her strength more than her sexuality. In season 1, she was using that because that was her tool, that was her weapon, whereas now she's left that behind. She's on her own journey and she's having to use other skills. So certainly the femme fatale is still kind of there, but it's been developed and now she's able to be stronger this season.
And also because they go back, we see flashbacks of, and see some of the history that drove your character to do the things she had to do.
Yeah, we go back and find out what's made her the woman that she is today, which was really interesting. So we kind of went back sort of 7-8 years.
Greg, could I ask you a question instead of you interviewing her?
Sorry. That's my favourite character.
Making a joke.
Babes, you're my favourite character. Want to swap?
No. Zoroaster, he's really the voice of reason to Da Vinci, and now with the Book of Leaves coming into play and his quest for the book leaves because he wants to find out more about his mother and her
Yeah.
disappearance. How is that going to complicate your relationship further with him?
Do you know what? In all honesty, very, very early on, I'm sure I'm allowed to say that we're okay to.
Dude, don't ask me.
You're allowed to tell us anything you want. We got clearance from David.
Don't do that.
He said you could tell us anything.
That's not true. Because I was told that last year, and I did some real spoilers.
I have a form right here we signed off on.
Exactly.
Because of me.
No, not because of you.
I remember last year I was told that there was a form that was sent out to all you guys that you had to sign.
Whatever she said, yeah. It's basically something happens that because Zoe's done. Like Zoe doesn't care about the book. I mean, he cares about it, but nowhere near. He doesn't want to risk his life anymore for any crappy book he's never even seen. But something happens really early on. Someone very close to him gets kidnapped, taken away, and he's forced into saying to Leo, "I'm going to come with you until we get someone back, and after that I'm done." And that happens very, very early on. So then you've got another sort of 9 episodes of kind of going to the new world, being strangers in this incredible place, but also kind of only being the two people that kind of really know each other in these dangerous situations. It's kind of a weird dynamic of being at loggerheads with someone but having to get on and having to pull together no matter what. It's been really interesting.
You two have an unconditional love for each other,
Yeah,
don't you?
and it's interesting, because David's so amazing. He's clearly got lots and lots of history that between Zoe and Leo, and stuff is alluded to this season. But I know that they're going to go back and we're going to discover just why Zoe follows him around, why he does have this love for him. It's cool, be interesting.
So here you guys are in jeans and leather jackets and stuff like that. What's the challenges in filming a show that's not just a period show, but like such a distinct period of time, with all these crazy costumes and inventions and stuff like that? What's that like?
Yeah, it's awesome because again, we didn't put any strict rules on it. So we are playing in the Renaissance era, but there's always an opportunity to break the rules and break the boundaries when it comes to design of character, design of set, design of anything. So yeah, we weren't stifled by really strict rules.
Yeah.
And I always think that it's almost like a complete reflection of who Leonardo da Vinci was, our show, because he was living out of his time. He was one of the characters in our show refers to da Vinci as a dreamer. So we could dream up anything because he does, and it's kind of a nice reflection. We've got this principal character who's this, bohemian artist who's living out of his time, and then the rest of the show kind of follows suit. So we can dream up an idea and a style.
I think Annie Simmons from last year, our costume designer, all the characters almost have a kind of comic book, kind of superhero-esque kind of look. We've all got a very distinguished look. And it's fun. It beats putting on sort of slightly different jeans and a slightly different coloured top.
Yeah. Right.
Feeling like Gregg, but feeling a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'd rather put on a big Zoroaster shoulder pad, red jacket, and
and then
my
you
big boots
instantly
on,
feel like him as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's just more fun.
Yeah.
It's dress up, we're having fun. It helps everything.
Yeah.
Laura, your character this season is going after her real father, while Da Vinci's continuing to go after his mother with the Book of Leaves and everything. Do you see any parallels between those journeys?
Oh, definitely. We are on completely separate journeys. We're not together, but we are together. We both hold each other in each other's hearts all the way through these journeys. And you're right, they both have such similarities with their relationship with their parents. And if the two of them just sat down together, had a cup of tea and said, listen, this is the situation, this is what I've been through, and this is what I'm going through, and this is what I've had to do, then I think he would be the only person who would understand and not judge her and say, I completely understand, and actually I'm probably the person who could help you and solve this for you and rescue you. So I'm excited for that moment when they come back together and they have an honest conversation about what the two of them have been through in their lives, and not holding secrets back all the time, because they do. They hold secrets back from each other all the time. Ironically, they are probably the only two people, male and female, who could be honest and wouldn't judge.
So that moment is coming in season 2 where they are going to sit down and actually have an honest conversation about that stuff.
I don't know. We are certainly, I think the main theme of this year is that we're all just on our own journeys. We never forget each other. We are always in each other's minds, but we are certainly on our own journeys this year.
Even sort of geographically, we're scattered.
Yeah.
But it's still all intertwined. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
Anything else you can tease from next season?
There's lots and lots of water. We've been in Pinewood Studios underwater tank for too long.
Yes, we got so wrinkly, didn't we?
We were prunes.
Yeah, we were prunes. It was really fun that day.
Yeah, I think this year as well, like characters who you haven't seen together get thrust together in crazy situations. That's been really fun because obviously we all know each other personally, but our characters haven't really got
cross
to
paths.
cross paths.
Yeah, that's
been fun. Sort of actually getting to work with other people.
Yeah.
So